Good afternoon, CFM. This is our Friday workout. This is our deadlift max out day. So we're gonna start off with a relatively longer but more simple warm up. So we'll go 4 minutes of warm up pace cardio. Then I want you to get on, do some Cossack squats just to stretch out the hips and the hamstring a little bit, like so. Just go nice and easy on the rig, stretching those out. Wrist and forearm stretches on the floor. Wrists and forearms are kind of the unsung heroes of the deadlift because you cannot pull a heavy deadlift unless you can hang on to the bar. So make sure that your hands and wrists are ready to go to grab and hold on to that bar. Deadlift warm-ups, that's the name of the game. Since we're going through this, I would like for you to hit a minimum of 5 warm-up sets before you go to your 1 rep maxes. And even then, your 1 rep maxes should not be a true max on your first shot at it. For the first one with the empty bar, you can feel free to do 5, 6, 7 reps. After that, let's keep the reps in the 3 and under range. And then by the time you get to about 65%, we're only doing singles. We're not doing any more doubles, triples, or 5s or anything like that on our deadlifts. That is just going to wear you out and take away from the top end. So this will be a very different feeling workout block than what you may be used to feeling, or if you're not aware of anything other than I'm tired, right? There are many more little fitness attributes or niches that are important to build as you go through your life. And one of them is your ultimate strength or your maximum strength. The way that we do that the best is when we are fully rested. So this will be the biggest rest interval relative to the amount of work that you're doing that we will do in any workout setting that you'll ever see as a 1 rep max deadlift. It's the most neurologically demanding lift that we have. It takes the most time to recover from because it is the heaviest lift, it's the longest lift. You'll encounter or you'll activate the highest number of muscle fibers on this one. Not even a max power clean or a max back squat can match this in terms of the neurological demand that it places on the body, which is why we space it out from the other lifts by 3 weeks, hopefully giving you a full recovery opportunity before we do this one, okay? So we got 3 attempts at a 1 rep max. As always, less or more is fine. Make sure that you're doing a technical max, meaning that like you could probably pull a little bit more if you would just round your back and kind of cheat the technique a little bit, but we don't want to train that way. We don't want to base our new max on that. And then the coaches always appreciate it if you say, I'm going for a 1 rep max, rather than just trying to like sneak it away in the corner, as I know many of you like to do, because I don't want people watching me. Well, that's our freaking job, so you better let us do it, okay? So make sure that you are communicative within the class and don't just try to go into your own little hole and do it. Because a lot of times that's when I'll hear later on of like, I kind of pulled my back deadlifting. I'm like, well, what happened? Well, I did my 1 rep max. And like, did you tell anybody about it? Or did you make anyone aware that you were doing this? And they will say, well, no, I didn't. All right, so a lot of times the adrenaline and the volume of muscle activation that occurs can mask either body positioning or pain signals that your body is sending, and that is the opportunity for someone who is watching you to assist and say like, hey, you know what, you're 95%, look like your back is rounding a little bit, so maybe you shouldn't go up to that 100%, okay? All right, I know that's a lot of talk for 3 little reps, but it's important because it can either build you up or it can tear you down, and we would like for it to always build you up. After your deadlifts are done, and some of you may not get to after your deadlifts, and that is totally fine. I know when I do a deadlift 1 rep max, that is the only exercise I am doing for the entire session, and sometimes longer than an hour, right? And that is an appropriate thing if you have like worked for a long time at doing it. You should not have more left in the tank for a Metcon. If you are relatively new in your fitness journey and you are gonna hit your 1 rep max in like 15 or 20 minutes and you have lots of time and energy left over, then absolutely go for this little cash out. It is just a very moderate exercise block, right, of back rack lunges. So 5 reps on each side. So take that bar from the rack, reach back, tap the back knee gently. A red mat or a green mat underneath that knee is very helpful. And then we're putting the bar back in the rack. Then going to our medium weight kettlebell and just the Russian height. So from the hips to the eyeballs, like so. And then from that to our jump rope, 40 double unders or 80 singles, and we're getting 3 rounds of that for time. So again, not a crazy workout, but you can definitely squeeze some intensity out of it if you push the pace on it, okay? That's it for this Friday. I hope you guys have a great one. Good luck on your max outs, and I'll see you on Saturday.